Okay, last night I was asked to move here in the Czech Republic in the forest. First time I've had that happen in a long time, where people have come by and said I need to move or shouldn't camp there. Not quite sure if they're trying to suggest a better place up the road or there's the hotel up the road. I'm not quite sure, but I ended up camping a little bit farther up. Still staying for the night, had a good night's sleep. About 7:30 in the morning, as you can see, I'm here riding back out on the trail, trying to change my route again. The weather's cold in the morning. As you see, I'm wearing my sweater, I'm wearing long pants. It's quite chilly this morning, so something that's just not what I'm used to. So if it's gonna stay this way and it's not even just past mid-August, I can't, start riding until 8:30, 9 o'clock in the morning, because it's just so cold in the morning. It's just too chilly to ride comfortably. Shortens your day. As we know now, sun's going down quicker. As we go farther south, it gets even quicker yet. We're losing like a minute or two every day. So just within less than a month's period of time, we lose close to an hour of daylight, which is quite a lot. So sun sets now by 8 o'clock. So 7 o'clock at the latest, can be off the road, cooking and packing up. So big changes. So we're gonna see what we do next. One good thing in the Czech Republic is these bike route maps are everywhere. But the thing is, like I say, for me, they're overly confusing because they have so many choices, so many options of bike paths. But when you're trying to get to a main location, they really don't quite do you that good, because you get on and off, different ones, different numbers. Another thing Czech Republic is famous for is these little stations like this, where people get their beers, nice little buildings, nice little country villages. Stop, get your beer when you're riding. All the cyclists come here. You can see all the posts for hanging up the cycles. Come sit, chit chat, and have your beers. One thing I always try is, if I come to the same type area or I have to go to the same type city, I try to take a different route to each of these cities each time to see what the different bike paths are like, what the different things are like along the way. Nice hiding place there. Yeah, the guy was right. There are some much better areas to camp, but then again, they're working on a lot of these places, so again, you get woke up in the morning, so half dozen of one, dozen of the other. As I've said before, some of the bike routes and trails are not quite 100% trike or trailer friendly. You can ride on these, it's just going to be a little bumpier than most might like. Alright, in the Czech Republic, you find a lot of the benches and that just at the edges of the towns, going into the areas. You can camp here, just got to remember, like I said, when you camp in a place like this, it's sunset to sunrise. I'm going to reiterate again, for those of you who want to ride the Czech Republic, it's beautiful riding, it's everything else, but you're going to have a lot of short up and down hills, and the climbs are at a lot of times quite steep. Again, the map contradicts the bike route. Bike route says go around this way. Never fails. In Czech Republic, the villas are good for getting food. Prices aren't bad. Littles are a little better, but overall, good prices. Alright, coming into Omlik now. So, and do some tricky riding here into the old town. lovely cobblestone streets. Cyclists, yeah, whatever. Yes, no, how we're allowed to go. But so we're gonna head into the Story Maestro. It's gonna be a long video going into the city here. I take full advantage of just videoing. Nice artwork, and get crowded with people. And like I say, headed into the Story Maestro area, which is the center part of town, Old Town. We're just gonna buzz through this city. This is the center of the city. Has some nice fountains. Horrible cobblestone streets. Not my favorite. A typical Story Maestro. Nice fountains. Sometimes well marked, sometimes not. Clock tower says it's 11:10, so I'm hoping to catch about a 1 o'clock train to Prague. Change of routes and change of things just because of the amount of time I have. So it's basically, as I said, come through this town, take a look in the old city. It is nice. Go around. Continue to take it around. Past the dolphins. Past the thing. Nice city. They're doing, of course, the restructure work. This probably would have been an okay one to do the 360 around, but I'm gonna do less 360s these days. I'm gonna get to this side, even though the sun is there. Still a beautiful view of the clock and the tower and everything else. It's a beautiful old town, probably one of the better ones I've seen. As I said, we're just going to keep going up and around. See if we can find the other church. Up seems to be up that way. Up a hill. So we're going to bypass that. That was the main squares. So now we're going to the outer skirts. Coming around to the other side of the town, main part, so I'll probably have to shut off the video here soon and start paying attention to my riding. Otherwise, trims and everything else, I could get run over, and we don't want that. Yeah, we'll push our luck. Listen for the trams. A lot longer than I normally would take a video, but as you can see, lots of stuff to see in this Story Maestro. And since I'm not going to be coming back here for a while, I may as well do it. Get off the railroad tracks there, cut up a little bit. So many beautiful buildings, so much beautiful architecture. I'm actually surprised this one's better than Borno, and Borno's not a bad town, but definitely much more worth the look at, his own look. Lots of little churches, lots of little things. As I said here, soon we'll have to Click off everything. As we've come around pretty much basically most of the city, getting around to the area I want to be. I'm gonna have to look at my map, figure out where I am. Like I say, I've crossed most of the city now, and now I need to do my business. All right, thanks guys. Okay, we've gone to the train station here in Omlik. We're going to take it to Prague. So the hardest thing here is getting up and down these elevators with the bike, getting the bike in and out, and then loading it onto the actual trains when they come, and making sure you're on the right platform because they don't always post well for the platforms. So we'll do our best here on that. And that's that, and I'm just basically doing this to speed up because I only have so many days left before the bike show, and I've got to do a circle around to it, so I can either take ride to Czech or to the bike place already, drop off the bike and then go, and take a bus or train there and back to Prague for a few days, or I can take the train one way and bike all the way back. To do a train, kind of need 3 tickets. One for yourself, one to reserve a space for the bike, and then one to pay for the bike. Fun, fun. So you get an idea of how most of these trains work as far as bike spaces go. They hang them all up there is what they're meant for. So a bike will hang there, mine hangs, but have to take the bags up. Problem is usually these small hallways and small doors to get everything in and out. Plus it's usually about 3 or 4 steps up to get the bike in. As you see, there's 1, 2, 3 steps there, so it's a little bit of carrying the bike up. Okay, the hostel doesn't have any parking, so I'll be parking here at the bike shop. €5 a day, well worth it. Prague Bike Tours and Rentals, so good job.
Thanks for watching. Please subscribe.